We're back at Godfather Airsoft.com, here to bring you another review. Today we have the M9A1 full metal pistol from KJ Works. Let's see what we got inside. Of course we have our manuals. Now I don't usually spend a lot of time with these, but KJ added a pretty nice full color catalog of their up and coming pieces. Not too bad. You don't see that too often. Pretty cool. Of course we have our gun manual, which shows you do's and don'ts and some funny cartoons and some pretty interesting things. Of course, how to disassemble the gun, how to load BBs, and an exploded view on all of the parts that the gun's made out of. Here we have our hop-up adjustment page. Shows you how to adjust a hop-up with the Allen key. We'll get to that later. Comes in English and Chinese. Pretty cool. We got 3 targets. Why not? Thanks. And here's the piece. KJ usually packages their guns in some plastic. Let's get that out. We'll get back to this later. Here we have our box of BBs. We have our 3-piece loading tool. Usually people don't like to use these, but at certain times it can be pretty useful, especially with a double stack magazine. And here we have our Allen key for our hop-up adjustment. Be sure not to lose that, it's pretty small. Now let's get back to the actual piece. Alright, so we have our serial number from KJ. We have our front tack mount for flashlights or laser sights, whatever optics you want to put on there. The grips are a bit plasticky, kind of rubbery, not really. Still provides a pretty good grip. You won't drop the gun, still pretty firm. For KJ Works, not too bad. We have our safety. It's actually pretty stiff. Works well. Actually a little too stiff, but I guess that's good for safety. It's ambidextrous and does not feel like it's going to fall out on you while you're skirmishing. Now let me show you how to take off the slide. Make sure the button is pressed down over here, flip down the latch on the other side, and the top will slide right off. Now there's nothing special on the frame, you've seen this before. Here's your guide rod and spring, pretty normal. And this hole right here is the hop up. Grab your Allen wrench and put it right here and stick it in until you feel a little bit of resistance, and make sure you don't turn any more than quarter turn. Basically just don't turn more than 45 degrees in any direction and you'll be alright. If you do, you're probably gonna break your hop up. Now to put the gun back together, you just make sure you line up the slide with the grooves, slide it back across. You don't have to hit the button again, you just boom, everything's back to normal. Fire it a couple times, rack it, make sure it's back on one piece, add your clip, and there you go. You'll hear a lot on forums that the speed loaders suck. In my experience, they've been pretty convenient and pretty useful. I'm just going to load it up and just prove that it works. Now make sure when you're jamming this in that you do so with enough force. It could be pretty tight, especially your first few times. Just make sure you push hard enough and they should go in pretty smoothly. There you go. All lined up well, didn't misfeed. Alright, now we're ready to chrono this thing. Okay, so an average of about 330 feet per second. Not bad for a $100 pistol from KJ Works. Kickback was strong, not the strongest, but still pretty satisfying. Now let's take a couple shots at the targets. Not bad at all for right out of the box with no hop-up adjustment. Gun's not even broken in yet. After unloading a full clip, the magazine did get kinda cold. Still, can't really complain for a $100 pistol. That was using green gas at about 30 feet. Now, a couple of my shots curved up, so the hop-up's a little bit high out of the box, but not too bad. Still, keep that in mind. In terms of build quality and stability, it's pretty hard to beat the value you get out of this $100 full metal pistol. Really durable, really reliable. All in all, it's a great sidearm for CQB or skirmishing of any sort. Full metal, decent build, and good out of the box accuracy. You can pick one of these up for $100 over at GodfatherAirsoft.com. Just remember to stay true to the game, and welcome to the family.